All right, hey guys. Ah, ouch. All right. First of all, the reason why I'm recording in this seating position, which is not usually my normal. Normally, you see me with my background here, but today you're getting the side view. And the reason and the reason why I wanted to get this message out to you is today, I should say last night, I hurt myself while I was like doing some fitness, hurt my leg, and it's like swollen around the knee and stuff. So this morning I started sending some messages to my acupuncturist and booked an appointment. I wanted to get in there today, but it doesn't look like it's happening. Probably tomorrow. But here's the message of the video today, because I was thinking about this as I was in pain and I'm struggling to walk, and my driver's not coming around until later on, and I was just I have some really cool people in my life. I was struggling to get out of the car. Some people came over and started helping me out, and just some good friends, and that's a good thing. But as I was sitting down this morning, as I start every morning with reading, and this morning I did not feel like reading. I was like, I am not going to read right now. I am in so much pain, I can't even concentrate on reading. So I played this game that I've been playing for years on my phone. So I just opened up the game and I'm waiting for the messages to come back from my doctor. And it was just got me thinking about, okay, today, how does my day look? Like, what's going to happen today? Like, what's going to happen? Hopefully I can get to the doctor. Hopefully she can take care of me. And then also in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, what about work? What am I gonna, I got pending projects and stuff. And I was thinking, like, there's something I need to make a point here. So I'm gonna do a few videos from this situation, from this point of view. But the first one is gonna be about, no matter what, getting things done, right? No matter what, posting a video, getting your message out, no matter what. So I'm going to go deep for a minute, and I want you to stick around with me because I'm going to make some critical points here that really make an impact. First, there's going to be there's two phases that I'm going to talk about. One is like the startup phase, and then two is going to be more of the automated, things are moving passively phase. So in the beginning, let's start with that. If you're at a point in your life and you are saying, I just want to get to this, and I have my list that I need to get done. I need to maybe do a podcast. I need to record a video. I need to write an email, whatever it is. And you need to be consistent with it. No matter what, do what it takes. And that's this point of this video. Initially, I thought, okay, I just don't need to do a video today, right? I absolutely don't have to. And that's the passive stuff. We'll talk in just a minute. But I wanted to share this video with you because I wanted to share this message to say that, listen, even in hard times, when you maybe you're sick, maybe you hurt yourself, maybe something comes up, life can get in the way. And there's going to be a stage in your life and in your business where you have to do it no matter what, no matter what's going on, no matter what's happening. You just have to be committed to the input. You have to be committed to the process. You have to be committed to it. And if you're not committed, what ends up happening is you give yourself a little bit of grace, you give yourself a little bit of space, and then things don't get done as much. So you have to do it no matter what. And there was a good audio that I was listening to that was talking about commitment, and about how his commitment was he wanted to upload one video a week. All right. So that alone just again hit me, as actually I was coming to the office, and I said, yeah, that's right. The commitment to the input will actually get you results. When you are committed, no matter what, listen, the situation may be a little bit different. Maybe you're not recording or writing or speaking in the same environment. Maybe, for example, maybe the microphone has an issue. Change your microphone. Maybe use your phone microphone, whatever it may be. Something's going to come up. Maybe you're not in your typical location, right? As I'm sharing with you today, I typically don't record like this, but maybe you're not in a typical location. Maybe you typically do your podcast from home, but now you're on the road. So does that mean you're not going to do your podcast? Does that mean you're not going to, commit to the schedule that you've put in line for yourself? Or are you just going to fizzle out on it? Same thing with reading, right? I could easily have said, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that because of my situation until I get resolution. but you have to be committed. And that's a key underlining word, although it sounds simple to say, but you have to get committed to what you're doing. And this is where, when you're committed, I want to go deeper here, and then we're going to talk about the passive stuff. One of the things, the driving force that keeps you committed is your why. Stephen Sinek has a book like Start With Why. It's really good. Is it Sinek or Cynic? One of those. But there's a book called Start With Why, and that, when you are clear on why you're doing this, like, why are you doing this? What's the reason why you are launching this business? Once you are clear with that, it's going to be a constant pull to, like, I need to get this done. People need this material. People need to hear this, whatever it may be. That is critical to the process. Okay. That's critical to the process. I think one of the biggest things I found over the years is that people can talk about tools, they can talk about software, they can talk about books and courses they've bought and haven't gone through. They can talk about all these things, but they forget one of the most critical elements of their life and in their business is knowing the reason why they need to do this, right? And it's a deep pull. It's a deep burning desire to get things done. It's a deep pull, like, man, I need to do this because of this. A lot of people don't understand this element. This is something I go through with all my clients right in the beginning, because yes, you can build $1 million business and beyond, but if you don't get the beginning mental stuff right, it's actually the linchpin. Once you get the mental stuff right, you can it's so much easier to create volume and wealth, because now you've overcome the biggest hurdles, the biggest challenges, the traumas, the things that have the things that have kept you back from actually doing the business, like to get started and do the activity. It's now gone away because you've gotten that clarity. You've gotten clarity on the reason why, and deeper than that is the who. So first, it's the why you're doing it, not the how. Notice how I didn't say how. It's the why you're doing it, and then the who you're doing it for. And that has to be very clear. Some people may say, well, I'm doing this for my family. That's great. But are they your customers? Are your customers benefiting from, is your family benefiting from your products and services? Probably not. Maybe they're getting the rewards, being the beneficiaries of the net revenue, the net profit. But the reality is, your customers are the who, and you need to be so clear on who they are that your why is for them. That is so critical, and a lot of people don't understand that. It actually takes time to break it down. So first you have to understand your why you're doing this. Some people would say, oh, you know what? I would do this if it was free. I would do this if I didn't even get paid for it. I always use this question. If we put $10 million into your bank account, and 5 million of that was just to sit in an account, an annuity account, and just spit out money to you passively every month, and you could use the other 5 for whatever you wanted. What would you do? And I don't mean leisure, by the way. Most people think leisure, I'm going to do this, I'm going to buy a bigger house, I'm going to get the car I always wanted. Yeah, after that stuff, but what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do in life? You don't want to get bored. Retirement is a scam. But what are you going to do with your life that you would do for free, right? What is it you would do that if money wasn't an option, money wasn't a need for you, that you would do consistently every day because you so much enjoy it that you would do it for free? So once you're clear, see on that, there needs to be clarity on that. And a lot of people don't take time to focus on that clarity. Why? Because a lot of people don't take time to focus on themselves and their reason why. And most people go first with the tools, the how. How can I make more money? How can I do this? And that's actually what the educational system teaches, right? The educational system that's in place teaches the how. This is what you want. You need to go to school so you can learn. How do I learn? You go to school. Then if I want to get a better job, I need to go to university, right? That's all the how. And then if you're in business, You may feel like, okay, if I need to make pizza, well, how are you going to make pizza? I need a pizza oven, right? So it's the tools and the processes, the tools and the processes. And that's typically the first thing. But something deeper than that in yourself is going to be the reason why, right? The reason, the why, and then who you're going to serve. So why, who, why, who. And once you understand those clearly, it's going to surpass any other situation that you have. Okay, whether it's hurting muscle leg, a pull in your leg like myself today, or it may be something else. Once you know what it is, it's just going to pull you to get it done and make it happen. Okay, it's going to give you the desire to put in the inputs, and nothing's really going to stop you. Even if it doesn't look that great, even if it doesn't sound that great, even if it's not perfect, you will still want to get it done. So, how does this lead into the passive side? The good thing is, once you do enough, once you have enough inputs, once you start building up your business, after a while, it's going to be so passive, money will keep coming in. You won't need to shoot a video every day. You won't need to shoot or record a podcast every week, or whatever it may be, write a blog post or jump on a call with a client. It won't need to be done. You can actually say, okay, I could take a break, right? I can take a month off. I can, do what I need to do. I can do that. In the beginning phase, it's not like that. In the beginning phase, you got to put in the time, the hustle, the energy. But as you get into a situation, maybe you hit your financial goals, it could be $1 million, $500,000, whatever it may be. Then you say, okay, I've hit that mark. Now I can organize my life in a way where it's more passive, money coming in all the time. You don't have to be, running around trying to make it happen all the time. You've identified your why, you've identified your who, and now you've actually put in so much input that the money keeps coming in. And I say this with a lot of people, a lot of clients who are creating content, let's say on YouTube. So for example, when you create content on YouTube, that content keeps living and breathing and generating income. Okay, that content keeps building an audience and adding value, and people watch it. And guess what? And it creates revenue. Now, it may create revenue directly through the YouTube program or not. It may not create it through there. It may create externally, maybe through your own products and services and offerings. So that keeps going on beyond you. I remember a few years ago when I was in the YouTube partner program and generating revenue, I remember after I stopped creating videos, that money kept coming in over and over and over again, even though I wasn't as consistent shooting videos every day, right? So that's the kind of stuff we talk about: passive income, passive revenue, and that's where you're going to get to. That's where you're going to strive to be. But first, no matter what, don't let anything stop you. Do whatever it takes. Put a little bit of effort in every day. Don't wait for Saturday. Don't wait for Sunday. Don't wait for the weekend where you say, I'm going to put 4 hours in that day. Don't do it. Don't do it where you say, I'm going to put in, I got a whole day in the morning. Kids are sleeping in late. Everybody's out of the house. I have 6 hours. I'm going to hammer through it. Don't do it. It's actually not as beneficial as doing a little bit every day. It's more powerful to put in 30 minutes a day into your business than it is to put in 3 hours on a Saturday or Sunday. Ask me how I know. Ask me if you've tried that before. So it's just more powerful to have more consistent inputs than it is a one lump sum. So I hope that when you identify your why and your who, and the input you need to do, I hope you can think back to this video and say, I need to do something for my business. I need to put some input. I need to make something happen and not let life get in the way. I need to not make sure that something will happen that will deter me from that, and just to stay focused and positive. So if that resonates with you, let me know. Share your feedback in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.